Everybody has fun. Do it live. Do it live. There they are, boys.
But Dad, isn't it time for illegal ham in the face? But bro, where's the banjo?
Some Cleveland sports shows try to give you hot takes, but only one can give you a big old piece of hot ham. Welcome to Illegal Ham to the Face. Talking all Cleveland sports. And don't forget our Fat Boy Tuesday, where we also ham it up with some fun food topics. Without further ado, let's serve up some ham. Here are the Ham Boys, Fatty and Big Bri.
We are live back at Melt.Bar and Grilled. We're here with all friends, family, everybody out here to support the Multiple Myeloma Reasearch Foundation. He is Big Bri. Big Bri, what is going on, buddy?
Hey, man.
It has been way too long since we've been live.
About a year, right?
I know. How did you get skinnier? I got that.
Only in the last 2 weeks.
Is that what it
That's
is?
hurt really hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yep.
For tonight's show, we got Matt Fish, the owner and CEO of Melt.Bar and Grilled, coming on with us. We're going to talk a little bit of Guardians with him and some food here. A little bit later for our Fat Boy Tuesday, Brian and I are doing a wing challenge. I started this excursion probably a few weeks ago, and I'm finally starting with my first one tonight. Matt Fish has hooked us up with wings tossed in every sauce. Bro, Melt.Bar and Grilled. We also got sandwiches coming. Brian, you got the white buffalo mac, correct? White
Buffalo chicken. Yep.
I got the ultimate phony, which is the new one on right now. I have got the ginger ale old fashioned, the cream soda old fashioned here at Melt.Bar and Grilled. Our waitresses are absolutely amazing. They've been taking care of everybody here that's been here from the beginning. Can't thank them enough. Big brother and Kheel.
Right? I mean, look at this.
I know that.
We got me other than the Guardians.
Yeah, I know. That's one behind us right now. What's the score? Jay, all right. Jay, what's the score? 4-0. Not good. Not good.
No, that's 10-0 over the last 2 weeks.
Oh, see, hey, we watch up here.
Yeah.
So we can see. I didn't see that. All right, so right now we got your family's here. Mom's here.
Yeah.
Mom here. Mike, who else is here?
Favorite cousins.
Favorite cousins here.
Favorite aunt and uncle are here.
That is awesome. My wife and kids, if you saw my kids right at the beginning, they just pulled it out of here. They came really heavily set up. We also got Owen Poppy Jay here. We've got Sherry here. Brown's Fan Girl.
My mom.
I know, we said mom. We said mom was here.
He said mom.
I said mom's here. We got Toby, well, actually, Clarence is here. LA. He's the kid. We got Jake.
Jake.
I know. I think he's drinking definitely.
That boy.
Last time I had Jake.
We spent a whole weekend in Europe. So
It was a good 12 hours. It was definitely a good 12 hours. We also have Babe and Babe too. I haven't seen Babe in like 12 years.
He's just here for the hockey.
Is that what it is? He's here for the hockey trivia?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's watching hockey. Yeah, maybe change the channel to hockey. Of course he does. Well, the Flyers
He's
playing.
drinking a bat blue. He's watching
The
hockey.
Flyers don't even play. Listen, it doesn't matter. I know, but thank you for everybody coming out tonight. Brian, we're going to have some fun talking some Guardians. We're going to have some fun talking Cats. We're definitely going to be talking some Browns draft here a little bit later. But we think it's going to be a wonderful pick for the Browns in the third round, right? Yeah, yeah, something. That way Tuesday, we're showing off the food here at Melt.Bar and Grilled, and we're going to finish off with our top three. Since Cavs are in there, we didn't do it last week, right?
Okay.
Yep. Your all-time starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavs beers. All right. And that is, hey, I don't care if they made just a pit stop here, played for 2 weeks and left. In their prime, your best starting five for your Cleveland Cavs.
So hold on, need some clarification on that.
So, Shaq, right, yeah. I mean, if I get premium Shaq, you get premium Shaq. You build your starting five, you get premium Shaq.
I don't know, Robin Lopez and Shaq.
That's hard. That's Shaq, very shallow Shaq. I mean, well, that's a tough toss-up right there. I think Barry Shalom is fun, Hattie.
Hey, Thurman is another one that was short stint, but very good.
See, there's Doherty already coming out. We also are doing, just to let everybody know, we also are doing $10 gift cards because we always play trivia on our show. We want to play trivia with everybody here, right? Yes. Like, we've got trivia questions.
Got them lined up.
We've got the boys here who are watching on my own, said hi, Dad. Damon chimed in with whatever, and whatever turns it out. James is here, hey guys. Jose is here, hey guys.
Let me hear it just every time I see it.
And we also got Chris here. So Brian, he put us in this party room. That's big deal. We got about 25 people. I know, amazing. And I can't thank the man behind this enough. He did this setup. Can we bring in, you want to go get Matt Fish for us? And then you can go get another, you're going to get him? Oh, look at it. Go get another beer. What do you know, beer for you? I got one. Yeah. Look at all this food coming out. Man. Look, there's French Chinese food. I don't know if I saw this, right? Like, we're every time food goes by, we're just like, it's not good. We're waiting on that to and I cannot believe the next one out there. All the places we're getting out of 10, what, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10?
About 13 out of 10.
13 out of 10. And you get stuff in Osh, like right in this area? Or
Yeah.
We're right in the middle. That's all right. I've been drooling myself ever since watching food. Like, we got the wrong stuff. You drool the fish walking. And now watching fish really fly. Yeah, no surprise. I'm going to read it. So, well, what's very good. Well, Matt Fish with us, the owner of Melt.Bar and Grilled. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for this. This is one hell of a fun. This is awesome.
Yeah, we jumped this in 2015. A little history about where we are. The restaurant opened up in 2011. Approaching 13 years. That's awesome. And then the whole plaza that we're in at the same time. This year will be nationwide shirt.
Apartment got one from.
Yeah, they opened up with us. Nationwide insurance had some idea where they were going to big retailers like this.
I just get a box that all that box.
Didn't work. They closed about a year and a half after we all opened up here. This is big for about 6 years. Behind us is our secondary dining room. We're in our hardware room. People,
It's amazing. Like, I love it. I mean, we had children in here. Anytime we're ready, we're walking out.
You must be going
video. So if you book a party, you want to do a ground viewing, you want to watch it. You fool yourself, not like you're on your iPad. You can watch anything on TV, you can record sound, it's really fun.
So everybody kind of knows that. I mean, well, sort of. Well, yeah, it's Tracy, correct? You're already doing restaurants, excited. It's good for me.
Yeah, and let's be stupid. It's huge fun. About 15 years. I've always wanted to do something on my own and real entrepreneurial. Any restaurant I worked in, I kind of elevated myself to take control and run the kitchen or just be the right hand man for the ownership. And I always wanted to do it on my own. I figured, look, at some point in my career, I want to own my own restaurant. So I did that in 2006. I got everything else. I bought a little bar, closed it, renovated it
I do it every time.
gardens now, but you could baseball guys, you're a baseball, go to baseball games, baseball, guardians. I grew up going to baseball games. Huge stadium, going to Jake and all that kind of stuff. So, we're a baseball town, right? It's a football town, but it's always going to be a football town. But to me, my favorite sport in Cleveland was baseball. So over on the grass field was like a beautiful thing. I've seen it. It's pretty awesome. We do the sandwiches. We do 5 years ago. The corporate location, and we actually have streets of items that were really on the ballpark. Yeah, they tell us. We got
Who's everybody's favorite guardian out there? Is it Jose?
Admittedly, I have been exposed to attention in the last couple of years as I probably should have.
Once Jose actually started out here, the world started watching these players go out and do
Used to it, I definitely had to do it. I just set the standard. It's gonna get out of
My son, the rapid head I'm great on my combat is Nintendo and Monster Cars. Like that's what I'm all about. I'm up against video games and Monster Cars.
I got Switch, I got Roblox, I got Minecraft, I got chess, I got games.
I'm still playing my Switch game. We've got the yeah, we got Mario Kart 2, but like as soon as I got the Hot Wheels game, so that's how we were taking over Mario Kart, and now he's like buying and selling cars and I'm still working as well. I love win.
This is everything. We are. Oh, it was truly amazing. So easy to work with.
Yeah, we can figure it out. They've got some major plans. So we've got 9 different weeks off. They don't have many days. And you said, hey, we're going to be weeks off. But the week challenge is really rating the
I hear one word you said. No, one word I said. I went out there. I told
That should change it. Now everybody should hear us. A little switcheroo on the horrible switcheroo on.
So what happened?
So it's picking up since I got my camera here, it's picking up the
audio.
So now everything that we completely talked about, you guys hear me now? So
what they're saying is all your people aren't paying attention is what she's saying.
Everybody here is paying attention. Everybody out there is not hearing a single word what was said for.
So are they listening like through their phones?
Yes. So they're watching.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Thanks. Well, that's why we always do a mic check here. Thanks. Well, we can start over for a little bit if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've been sitting here talking, and I apologize for there's James. Perfect. Everybody can hear us now. I apologize, everybody. Matt and I have been sitting here talking, Matt Fish and I. We're here at Melt.Bar and Grilled in Independence.
Words of wisdom.
And always check the mic beforehand. That is horrible on my part. But, hey, guess what happens? It's a live show. It happens.
That's right. That's the fun about being live, man.
Yay for live shows. Just might go longer now. But I can't thank you enough for having us here. We're at the
We are honored.
Independence. We're going to backtrack a little bit. Some of the stuff we talked about. You started at Tri-C, which was, I'm sorry we got to repeat this.
Oh, no, you're fine. No, I graduated high school in 91 and had no idea what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. So I went to Tri-C. And I was actually a musician. I still am a musician. I played in numerous bands in Cleveland. I still play music. So music was always one of my passions in life, but food and cooking was always a passion in my life. So I went to Tri-C, stumbled into a restaurant in Parma where I grew up, started making pizzas and Italian food, fell in love with it. And I discovered that Tri-C has a hospitality department. So I enrolled in that, went through their program. So I got a culinary arts degree, restaurant management degree, left Tri-C, went out into the restaurant world here in Greater Cleveland and started cutting my teeth in different restaurants. Really found that I was good at it. I had a knack for it and I loved it. So did that for about 15 years working for other people. I've always been a very entrepreneurial type person. I had a real entrepreneurial spirit. So I've always wanted to do my own thing. So at some point in my life, I wanted to open my own restaurant. So here we are, fast forward to 2006. And I was like, I'm ready to do it. Found a little bar that had a kitchen attached to it in Lakewood, Ohio. It was for sale. I bought it, closed it. Me and 3 of my friends renovated it ourselves for about 7 months. Grand open is Melt.Bar and Grilled 2006, September 2006. And really, the rest is history. You know, been We opened up very well. Everyone loved the concept. It was a fresh new thing at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And Cleveland was ready for new stuff, And fortunately, we opened up at the right time, the right place. And like I said, it gave us opportunities to do more.
And with doing more, you're at Progressive Field, you're at there with the Guardians, you're doing stuff like this with fundraising.
The fundraising department has been a great addition that we put in, and we're probably about a little less than 10 years into the fundraising department. And it's fantastic because a lot of restaurants do it, and a lot of places do it. We do it, I think, better than a lot. We offer 20% back. So you as an organization come and approach us, and we are very open to any and all sort of charity events, trying to raise money for X, Y, and Z. We don't discriminate. We're not looking, we don't just take the cool, fun, interesting. We take everybody, because everybody to us is cool, fun, and interesting. If it's important to you, it's important to us. So you approach us, we pick a day, typically Monday through Thursday. We get with the group, we create a flyer, we put the onus on the group to promote, get people to drive people to the restaurant. We can do it at one location, we can do it in all 6. And anybody that comes in and shows the flyer or shows on their phone, hey, I'm here for the fundraising event for charity X, every dollar that is spent on that check, 20% of that goes back to the organization.
We got Ed in Columbus says they love the Melt.Bar and Grilled in Columbus.
Killer.
My brother-in-law is down in Columbus. It's so much better. Guys, I apologize for the audio. That's my fault.
Hey, no sweat.
Hey, it sounded good on my end. Obviously, not everybody else's.
That's all that matters. As long as it sounds good to you, that's all that matters.
That's what it's supposed to be, right?
This is your podcast.
That's what I thought.
That's your podcast. This is your thing.
Speaking of your team, Felicia and Jessica were amazing to us.
They are fantastic.
I want to give them a shout out because can't do it without them. They were absolutely amazing.
Well, thanks for noticing. I appreciate it. Yeah, Felicia and Jess have been with me since 2012. They both were actually opening servers and bartenders at our Menor location when we opened up in 2012. They both worked there for many years. And then, unfortunately, they both went their separate ways because for other things in life happened. And then they both came back and started working at Melt again in more of our corporate office setting because they were both fans of the restaurant. We all stayed in touch. And then when things were able to get them to come back and their life changed back and they were able to come back. So Felicia's now in charge of our marketing and sales and marketing department, and Jess is really in charge of our marketing department and our fundraising department. And they both do an amazing job. They both own the brand. They love the brand. They're part of the Melt family. They're part of my family. And I cannot say enough good things about them. So I'm glad you, as kind of the outside looking in, and you worked with them to book this room today and also to book the fundraising event today. It really means a lot for you to say how amazing it was to work with them, because that means that we're checking all the right boxes.
Now, I'm going to ask some fun questions. I mean,
I like fun questions.
How is it for you to be on like the Food Network, to be on all these other shows? What happened?
Oh no, I was just spacing out for a second. Listen to your question.
Especially being a Cleveland kid. I mean, you're a Cleveland kid. You're on the Food Network. You're slinging stuff for Cleveland.
Yeah.
Especially the sandwich like a Parmesan. I mean, come on.
I'm a Clevelander inside and out. I was born and raised here, and knock on wood, if everything works the way it's supposed to be, I'll be here for the rest of my life. I mean, I've got the city tattooed on my forearm, for Christ's sake, So no matter where I go, Cleveland comes with me. No, I'm the biggest cheerleader for Cleveland. I've always been the biggest cheerleader for Cleveland. I believe in Cleveland, even when it wasn't cool and popular, even when there wasn't 100 T-shirt companies, around Cleveland, like Cleveland Pride kind of thing, which is great. I mean, I love the fact that Clevelanders are supportive and are about Cleveland. But I grew up in a day and age when you grew up in Cleveland, you could not wait to get the heck out of here. Half of the kids I graduated high school with, their main goal was to go to college and move as far away from Cleveland as humanly possible. All my friends tried to go make it other places, and guess what? They've all turned around and come back home because they realize the amazing part about Cleveland, not only that the people here are great, but the cost of living is so much cheaper than everywhere else.
The culture too.
The culture is fantastic. The sports teams. I mean, you could rattle off all the things that make Cleveland great, and you can put it up against all the other major cities in the United States, and you can't check every single box.
No.
Who else has 3 major sports teams? Who else has lakefront property? who else has the largest park system, like urban park system in the world? Metro parks.
Oh, I know.
You know, like all the colleges that are close to here. The cost of living is fantastic. The infrastructure is great. Easy to get around it. I mean, I don't fight. I fight 10 minutes worth of traffic to drive downtown to my office every day. You know,
It's not hard, is it?
No, but you know, my wife's family's from California,
Oh, good.
so like a 2.5 hour commute to work every day to them is not weird. You know?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it when I'm leaving work for the 30 minutes because I work out in Pepper Pike. So I get on the coming back east 40 east, the Broadway curve where it's backed up for like 20
Oh, it does
minutes.
back up.
And I'm just
40
sitting
Bridge is like kind of a, you know, it's a disaster, but it's comparatively to other major cities around the country, like it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we don't have all the cool, fun stuff that a lot of other cities do. Like take New York City, for example. Obviously, I'm not trying to compare New York and Cleveland, but New York City maybe has 25 of something. Cleveland has 2 of that same something. We still have it, but we just don't have as many options. You know, so Cleveland's you gotta dig deeper. You gotta find the hidden gems. You gotta find the cool restaurants. You gotta find the cool clubs. Find the cool music venues. You know, find like the cool places to go. It's not just like slapped you in the face. Like you walk down the street and you like stumble into 16 different cool places like other cities. And that's what I like about Cleveland. You really got to dig deeper. And when you find something, it becomes near and dear to you, and you potentially go there for the rest of your life.
Now, how many restaurants do you have now?
Too many, but that's my canned response. We have 6. We have 6 open and operating restaurants that I currently own corporately, and then on top of that, we have 3 other locations that we call our satellite locations. So the first is at Progressive Field with the Guardians, as you mentioned. We opened up there in 2015. We have one of the stands that are out in the right field project. The first renovation project that Progressive Field did back in 2015 when they took all the upper deck out and they put all the food offerings out there. So we were one of the first people to open up out there in 2015. So that's been a fantastic, fun, cool thing because we opened up at 15. So we got to live through the 2016 World Series. We got to live through the All-Star game. We got to live through multiple like playoff berths since then. So that was really awesome to be a part of because part of the luxury of being at Progressive Field is we can kind of not really necessarily come and go as we please, but we are allowed to go down, check out our stand, go kind of mingle, go be a part of the media, go be a part of this and that. So the Indians and now the Guardians have been very kind to me and, you know, my brand, Melt.Bar and Grilled, where they've invited us to come down and be a part of opening days, media events, you know, like when we introduce new items at the stand, like they want us to be part of that. So it's been really cool. We also have a space in Cedar Point, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
We have a full service sit down restaurant inside the park at Cedar Point, which is like still, when I say it out loud, it's like when I say that I have a stand at Progressive Field out loud, that kind of still like 12-year-old Matt is still like, wow, that's really cool. But then on top of that, to say we have a full service Melt.Bar and Grilled location inside the park at Cedar Point. Like, again, that's like, pinch me. Are you kidding me? That's like amazing.
Especially during the summer with everybody being there.
It's only open 140 days of the year because that's seasonal.
Yeah.
But it ends up being one of our bigger locations in Melt.Bar and Grilled, and it's also one of the busiest locations in 140 days because they just turn and burn out there, man. It's such a busy park. They're actually building a brand new roller coaster. I don't know how much you follow Cedar Point, but
I do a little bit. I mean, my kids aren't old enough for the super rides
yeah,
yet, and
they will soon be.
I'm terrified of heights. So, like, hey, I'll ride certain roller coasters if I'm secure. If I'm not secure, no. You give me that lap bar.
They're building a new roller coaster at Cedar Point called the Wild Mouse, and it's actually being built like almost right outside of our front door.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like the attention is going to be massive on our space out there. So if you guys go to Cedar Point this year, definitely go to the Wild Mouse. Go check out Melt.Bar and Grilled. It's a really fun, cool thing. It's a full bar, full beer list, full liquor. So you air conditioned. It's one of the only sit-down locations inside the park that's air conditioned.
Never leave that place.
So that really gets us. Yeah, that gets a lot of traffic driving to the space.
Never leave that place.
It's crazy because like it's very busy, but on the very hot days it's packed, and on the days it rains, it's packed because it's also covered and it's a huge space. So when you go, so now like when it rains, like the place, everybody just does a massive rush to go sit down and melt. Inside the park, you know where the kids' land is. So if you go it's right in the front gates at Cedar Point, you walk down the midway. The first time you can make a major right-hand turn, the Val Raven's here. You make a right. Kids' Land is on my right, and the Melt is right there on your left-hand side, right as you're heading towards the lake. It's right where where the Wicked Twister used to be. Yes. That's where the new roller coaster is being built. So, oh yeah, it's a huge pain in the ass.
In the lost audio files we had beforehand, you said Jose Ramirez is your favorite player.
I would say is in the current lineup, yes. Okay. Yeah, just because, I mean, he's Mr. Guardian right now. I mean, he signed a long-term contract. He's the face of the brand. You know, and the Indians, now the Guardians, have had so many faces of the brand over the last couple of years. But Jose Ramirez now, I mean.
Oh, here we go.
You ask anybody on the street, you know, like name a Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to say Jose.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Mine's Bo Naylor.
Is who?
Bo Naylor, catcher.
Yeah.
I like catchers. I don't know why.
Were you a Hedges fan?
Not
Austin
really.
Hedges fan?
Not really. I was more of the, what was his name before him? We traded him to Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Jan Gomes.
Yeah, Jan Gomes, yeah.
There it is. I had to bring. Let's see here. In Columbus, Matt, do the Cavs come back from 3-1? All right.
Do you want my honest answer, or do you want me to give the canned Matt response?
Hold on. And if they do, is there any specials / free appetizers coming?
Yeah, you got to throw in the free.
Of course.
No. I am not the hugest basketball guy. I mean, I watch it. I support it. I've been paying attention casually to the playoffs so far, just watching the box scores and kind of seeing what the responses are on social media. And it doesn't sound like they're playing very well right now. I mean, they're another young team, like we talked earlier about the Guardians being super young and through the roller coaster ride. Like, they could go and get a 10-game losing streak, and then they can come back and snap off 15 in a row and not even think about it. It's not going to affect them. I mean, that's the cool thing about, I think, more about young teams is that they don't have anything to live back. They don't have any memories. They're like, we're living for today, man. We're a young team. And I think the Cavs are so young right now that this is the first time they're in the playoffs, so they don't even know how to react to that.
No.
You know, and like the seasoned NBA guys, from what I remember of watching the NBA and talking to my friends who are big NBA guys, is like a lot of these guys don't even turn it on until the playoffs even start. They kind of coast through the regular season. They win enough games to make the playoffs. They don't stress themselves out, win or lose, but then you get to the playoffs and then it's go time. It's like now it's live or die time. And I think that the Cavs probably were living and dying every single game during the regular season. So I don't know. I don't know. Truly, I don't know.
I was hoping they would, but it's tough. They're not playing good.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
They're just getting pushed down.
Yeah.
They just need to man up.
You think they're going to?
God, I hope so.
So game 5 or 4
tomorrow.
That's 5.
5 tomorrow.
They're back home tomorrow. So I think they can pull. My gut says they're going to win tomorrow, coming back home, because their backs are against the wall. It's do or die. They're going to put it all out there. They're probably going to win at home, send it back to New York for game 6. And then, honestly, anything can happen. I mean, we've seen that before. We've seen the Cavs down, 3-1 before and come back. But I don't know. Do they have enough magic in that bag to do it again?
We'll see what happens. That's the only thing.
I mean, who would have thought the Guardians would have done what they did last year? But they did.
I know. It's just right now, I just fingers crossed that all you got to do is win one and then just treat it just like, it's your last game no matter what happens. Just treat it like that.
Yeah, treat it like it's because it is. It's do or die. It's like win or go home right now.
All right, I got one more question. We're going to kick you out here because I know you want to go home and see your family.
Oh, no, you're fine.
And plus, Bri didn't know about the audio loss right out of the game. So,
I don't mind.
Last question.
Yes, sir.
All right, Melt Challenge.
Are you taking it on tonight?
I am not taking it on.
Is anybody here? I thought there was rumors that someone was going to do.
I did not see him here.
Did they wimp out? That's all right.
Wimped out.
he got scared and
He got
stayed
scared.
home. I
We
understand.
got scared. We were going to do it.
You're welcome to come back at any point and do it again.
Okay. That would be. I would try it. I'm not doing it on.
Don't do it tonight.
I'm not doing it on camera.
No, I wouldn't advise doing it. It's not something that I really try to encourage people to do, but so many people really want to do it, so we do it. So what's the question? And then I'll
How
probably.
was it having Adam Richmond here, trying the Melt Challenge?
It was really cool because we did it very early on in the Man versus Food world. I think we were actually in the 3rd season of Man versus Food. So this is going back to 2009. So the history of the Melt Challenge is it came from very humble beginnings, and it really wasn't even planned as a challenge per se. When I first opened the restaurant, I was in the kitchen every single day, and me and a couple line cooks were like kicking around some ideas of things to do, and it was probably a boring Tuesday, and it was slower. And we used to have a regular that used to come in all the time. Like this guy was in probably every day. And the way the old Lakewoods location was, the kitchen window faced the bar, and I could look straight down the bar. And this guy used to sit at the very end of the bar, and we used to chat it up and stuff. And I used to go out and chat with him and stuff. And he walked in, and before he even ordered food, me and the line cook at the time, we were kicking around the idea of, hey, what would happen if we put every single cheese that we had 12 different cheeses. What happens if we put every single cheese on a grilled cheese sandwich in the regular portion, like not skimping out, because we put a half a pound of cheese or a quarter pound of cheese on every single sandwich.
I just keep seeing food. I'm sorry.
I know you got mesmerized, like your eyes turn. You're like, oh.
It's like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one.
So we put all 12 cheeses on the simple grilled cheese sandwich with fries, and we brought it out to this guy and just slapped it in front of him and said, "Here's the Melt Challenge. Take it on." Like not even thinking about it, and he tried it, and then for somehow, some way, it just became part of like Melt lore that we had this Melt Challenge, which we never did, but somehow like it got word traveled to the Travel Channel, and they randomly called me one day. It's like, "Hey, we're working on season 3 of Man versus Food. We hear you guys have a food challenge," and I said, and I was like, knowing in my back of my brain, no, we don't. But I was like, well, Man versus Food calls, so yes, we do.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, oh yeah, we have this Melt Challenge. Sure, we have this. And they, oh yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, so I had to scramble and get this thing on the menu because they said part of the requirements is it has to be on your menu and available every single day for us to come and film it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah, of course it's on the menu every day. So I had to scramble and make new menus and put the Melt Challenge on the menu, and so they would come and do it. So yeah, they came out and they filmed in 2009, and the show aired in 2010. And Adam could not have been the nicest guy. Super humble, super like complimentary to what we were doing. Really fun to work with him and the crew. They spent the entire day with us in Lakewood. It was really cool because it was kind of like this, like Adam set up a table right at the front of the restaurant, and like he had the audience behind him, and they were filming towards him, and it was the whole restaurant was like behind him, and we probably packed about 60 or 70 people in there, everybody cheering him on. It was really, really cool. It was like, I'll never forget that day. It was super fun, and fortunately we have like the show to rewatch, and like I've got tons of photographs from it, behind the scenes footage, but super nice guy. And actually I've stayed in touch with him. He's come back to Cleveland a couple times, and we don't go out and hang out, but he's checked in the restaurant. He was actually promoting a book a couple years ago, and he was on Fox 8 in the morning show, and he invited me to come down and be a guest on the show with him. So super nice guy.
Now, I want to let you go, but can we see at some point in time an illegal ham sandwich on the menu here?
We could probably, if we do something like this again, what we could probably do is give us enough lead time, and we could probably come up with a one-day special that we could run. Like if you want to do a podcast like this again, if you want to schedule it sometime in the future, we could do all this again. We can do the charity event again with the fundraising department, and then me and my other culinarian and you, and we can get together and we can collab on something and collaborate, and we can develop an illegal ham to the face melt like sandwich.
See, I hear everybody out there.
Yeah, I think that's easy. that's stuff that we're good at doing stuff like that. Like that's where the fun comes into like what we do on a daily basis. Like there's a lot of things in the restaurant industry that are really difficult and are kind of a drag, but being creative and coming up with cool, fun, interesting things like putting this together with you guys and scheduling it and working with you and doing the podcast. And I mean, your social media is all, I'm sure it's you and like you doing it, but I mean, you guys, I mean, that's key and you do a fantastic job at it, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for coming in and doing this. Thanks for the promotion. Thank you.
Fun. I can't wait for the chicken wings. I'm truly.
They're going to be good.
Excited.
Yeah. And be honest, like I think the sauces, we make all the sauces in-house, you know, everything's a signature recipe that we came up with. They're all very drastically different. So, you know, you're getting 9 different sauces. So what I want from you tonight is I want you to grade them all, like from your favorite, like from the top. Give me the top 9, like the old David Letterman, the top 10. I want the top 9 tonight.
Let me Bri. He's over here talking to family.
That's fine. Are you guys going to try them together, or you're going to do it?
No, we're doing them together.
Oh, cool.
2 each, right?
We're getting 2, yeah.
All right, so Bri, listen, we got to rank them 1 to 9 for the wings.
I think you can handle that. I think you can handle that.
So, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for
You're so welcome,
us
man.
Here. This is amazing. Everybody give a hand to Matt Fish, owner of Melt.Bar and Grilled, for joining us. I apologize for the audio. Now that we got that fixed, we're really going to have some fun. Sorry about the audio.
No, thank you guys all for coming tonight. Really appreciate it.
I got to turn the button on.
I thought this was a professional show.
Semi. I caught it 15 minutes in. Thank you so much. Man.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
Oh, yeah.
More time.
I know.
I'm
I'm a lovable guy.
I
realize.
See you. Always positive. Jay's checking out. Thank you for coming, brother. Always. All right. So, Bri, what you didn't know is I apologize.
Hi, I'm Brian.
The audio was.
I'm the Yeah, I saw.
I was like,
I mean, you want to do the interview a third time?
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do? We're sitting here just talking gibberish.
My beer's getting warm here.
That's all right. I apologize, buddy. That's my fault. So we're going to kind of just.
We gotta be loud for the people in the back. That's what I was told.
People in the back.
Yep.
Right. So we're not going to talk Guardians right now because they're playing that. Let's talk about Cavs. All right, you're back in. We'll talk some Cavs.
Do you want to do shout-outs? We never did shout-outs.
You want to do shout-outs? I mean, we're here at Melt.Bar and Grilled. What do you want to shout out?
Shout them out. I'll shout out you for putting this all together.
Thank you, brother. I mean,
doing the work. I mean,
I am sorry about
this. Is no. I mean, this has all come together because of you. So I shout you out. Shout out Melt, obviously, for having us out, for donating a portion of the proceeds to the MMRF. Obviously, that's very near and dear to my heart. You know, my family puts on a golf outing in honor of my dad for the MMRF, Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation. So obviously it's very special to us. So very great that very gracious for what they do. And yeah, it's great to be here with some good people.
The only shout out I got, Matt Fish and his team here at Melt. Behind the scenes, I've been planning this for about 2 months now, Bri, before it finally came to fruition. We haven't been live in so long. I felt like we needed to, and what better place to do it? What better time to do it? What better cause to do it for?
Oh, for sure.
So right now, hey, you want to give away a gift card? Everybody's here waiting on gift cards, right?
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, we're getting ready to give away our first gift card. We're going to do a trivia.
Here we go.
All right, you got the trivia, right?
I already teased it for one guy in the back.
All right, we're going.
But I didn't give away the answer.
First hand up and answers it right, gets a $10 gift card here to Melt.Bar
All right.
and Grilled.
This one's gettable. I'm looking for who has the highest batting average on the Guardians entering today.
Rotor?
Not Straw.
Not Straw.
Not Ramirez. Pat.
Yep.
Who? Quan it is. Yes,
Steven
it is.
Kwan.
Steven Kwan. 267.
$267.
That's terrible.
That is
That's
terrible.
awful.
That is the first $10 gift card gone to Babe.
Now I can scratch off my hockey question.
There it is.
Because once you win one, you can't win another.
There it is. That's a good one, Brian. That was a great question. Thanks for coming up for the trivia today.
Well done, sir.
All right, so Brian, we really do got to get into our Cavaliers. And what a it wasn't pretty, bro. It was like your mom's here, and I don't want to cuss too bad.
Please don't.
Okay, but piss. I can say piss, right? It's piss poor showing.
Okay.
Okay, piss poor showing.
Okay.
So it's a piss poor showing for the Cavs. They didn't want to play basketball. They just got bullied around by the Knicks the past 2 games, and they're coming back home tomorrow to play. And we're down 3-1 right now. And guess what? Nobody's shown up for this team yet. I mean, how are you feeling about this Cavs coming back from 3-1 to try to get this series, try to win this for? I mean, I thought the Cavs in 5. Obviously, I was way wrong.
That'd have been nice.
I know it would have been nice. So, I mean, how are you feeling about the Cavs?
Yeah, it's a disappointment, obviously, but I think we're starting to realize that we were all kind of wrong or maybe overlooking the downfalls of this team. It's not a deep team. How the hell? Sorry, Mom. How they thought that they could get through this series with only 2 big men is unbelievable.
She's wagging the finger at you.
Yeah, sorry, Mom. So the fact you got Jared Allen, who's really, I think he's listed at like 6'9" or something like that. So he's not that big to begin with. And you have Evan Mobley.
I thought he was 7 foot.
No, that's what everyone says, 6'9". I mean, maybe with the hair, he's 7 foot.
You could play center then.
Right. So you got 2 guys that are about that size, and they're just getting beat up in the post. And, you know, when your guards don't step up the way that our guards have kind of done a terrible job. I mean, first Garland in game 3 and then Mitchell in game 4 is just it's unexcusable. And with Brunson, I think I said last week, Brunson was clearly the number 2 best player in the series. He's probably number 1 at this point. Even though we have an all-NBA player at guard, he just, for the last 3 games, even game 2, Mitchell, I know he had a bunch of assists, but he hasn't been showing up. And until he does, we really don't have a chance.
How do you guard that midget? And I'm saying midget because he's only like 5'5". He's got to be 5'5".
Who, Brunson?
Yeah.
No, he's 6 foot.
No, yeah, and I'm 6 foot. Yeah, let's be honest, Brian. All right, you're 6'6", right?
6 foot, 150, right?
6 foot. That's your dick. I remember that one. That's a low blow. That was back in the heyday.
I remember the pineapple cut, right?
Pineapple cut and everything else.
I remember that.
It's like I'm watching their bigs, and their bigs are actually developed. I mean, you got Robinson. Who the heck is that guy? I've never even heard of him before, but he just grabs Allen, throws him out wherever he wants to, and they get out-rebounded on the offensive boards more than anything else. It's like, come on, man. Like, grow. Your mom's here, and I can't do the things I want. Yeah. Just grow a pair and man up and get in there.
It's not their game. Uh-oh.
There's the wings.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
All right, so this is like special. Like
okay.
You're like Santa Claus special tonight.
That is. Oh, Brian,
Christmas morning.
They're even labeled and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 sandwiches for you guys too.
Holy
That's
cow.
Perfect. We'll save sandwiches for later, right? We got to get to
that. Well, yeah, absolutely.
This is really cool. So barbecue, buffalo garlic, Diablo. These are gonna be a little spicy. It's a dry rub Diablo.
Nice.
Okay.
Korean barbecue. So this is more of a kind of a coating on there.
Okay.
Which was it? Melt awesome sauce. So this is a special sauce that we make. It's actually a mixture of 3 different sauces that we have that somehow, some way, somebody mixed together and decided it was amazing. So it's called Melt awesome sauce. I can't tell you what it is. Our sweet mustard. Sweet Thai chili sauce, and this is the peanut sesame.
Right, that looks
My
delicious.
goodness, I had no idea.
They're very good. What's my favorite? You asked me earlier what my favorite is, and I don't even know. They're all good. But we make all the sauces in-house, so like literally you can't get these anywhere else. And God bless you. I want all 9.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah.
He wants all 9.
Appreciate you.
I'm curious to see what the top 9 is. I'm just curious.
Okay.
All right.
I don't even know where to begin.
All right. So, Brian, Fat Boy Tuesday is going to come a little early.
Okay.
But we're going to finish Cavs talk before we get into Browns.
Sure.
All right?
Yeah. Let's
So,
finish the Cavs. Yeah.
Let's finish Cavs talk before
I mean, do they have a chance? I mean, in Cleveland, we're prone to think that down 3-1, you can come back. It's not a big deal.
Please, we're Cleveland. Of course we can come back, right?
Yeah, I give them a shot. I mean, you got to win, obviously.
Definitely need those.
You got to win out. So you got to take it game by game. If they should win tomorrow night, and then you go game 6 to New York, and you see what happens. And then if hopefully you can win that, you got all the momentum going into game 7. So
yeah, it's just somebody else has got to show up. Your stars have got to be there. Garland and
Mitchell
have got to show up.
Not both played a great game.
And I'm sorry, Jarrett Allen, you got to get mean. And the time, game 2, Cavs got mean. They got in their face. They blew them out, Bri. They blew them out.
They have to do.
They got to get mean. They got to get that bulldog mentality in them. And I don't know if they have it. I really don't.
I don't know. Yeah, right. That's what we questioned last week. I mean, are they tough enough to compete against these guys who, I mean, Mitchell Robinson basically backhanded you and disrespected you after game 3. They're not afraid of you at all, and he's a lesser player than what Mobley and Allen are. So, yeah, they're just getting bullied. They got to stand up for themselves. Whether they do it or not, I don't know. I mean,
we'll see.
One game at a time.
How does everybody else in here feel? Do you think the Cavs got a chance to win this series? There's some cheers. So we got the next game or two, and then they're losing.
Probably how most people think. Yep.
That's what it's understandable. Come home, win, and then
they got to. I mean, their manhood is being questioned this next game. So if you lose that, then we got some serious problems.
I mean, if you don't win at home, especially could be your last. If they don't show up in Cleveland, at that point in time, some changes got to be made at that point in time, right?
Probably, yeah.
A little head coach change,
I questioned the GM and just how he made up this roster. Like you got 7 guys that you're counting on, and that's it.
That's all he could do. He traded away all his picks,
right? Like, I mean, I know the Kevin Love conversation is going to start.
Oh, good God.
But like,
he's gone now, Brian.
Knowing that you only have 2 playable big men, how are you going to get rid of him for nothing? They did it.
I don't know what to tell you.
I know he wasn't great, but he can at least get some boards.
It's better
that
than
we
Curl,
can't
right?
do right now. Right.
Better than Curl, right?
The offensive rebounds is just, I mean, they're getting 17 a game or something.
It's unreal, Brian. I just, something God, I'm eating wings now. You ready to eat some wings, Brian?
Let's do it.
All right, you got it. Now you got to keep score for us because we got.
I mean, we can't try all 9. That's going to take forever. It's already 8 o'clock, 8:12. We've been on for an hour.
Yeah. How about
we still got Browns talk?
We still have Browns talk. You want to get through Browns talk and then do wings, or you want?
Yeah, let's do that.
Or do you want to do another trivia card?
Yeah, let's do trivia. There you go.
We got another $10 gift card coming up for trivia. Bri,
what do we want? Browns trivia or Cavs trivia? I heard Browns. All right, there we go. Where the heck did it go? All right. So, it's draft time. I'm looking for the last first-round draft pick, not named Joe Thomas or Myles Garrett, to make a Pro Bowl.
Ooh.
Babe. Denzel Ward. Yeah. There it is. Denzel Ward.
Babe 2.
Come get some.
You want it? Hey, no, we're not. Hey. Come on, Babe 2.
And he's an Ohio
I
State.
know. Right. He loves Ohio State.
I bet you that tasted good coming out of your mouth. OH.
I got one coming up that's a Michigan Ohio State.
Oh, of course it is.
That'll be the last one.
Of course you would have that one.
That'll be the last one.
All right. You want to try at least 2 of these wings before we get going?
Yes.
I can't help it.
Yes, I know you can't. Yes.
Look at them.
For the sake of you and your sanity.
We got a whole plate here. Look at this platter.
We will eat the
Look
wings.
at this platter, Brian.
Yep.
All right. So what?
I don't even know. Oh, okay. So they're
yeah. I mean,
feeling the dry rub.
You want to go dry rub first?
That's what I'm doing.
All right, this is Diablo.
You do whatever you want to do.
Okay, you're doing Diablo. Oh, man, this is going to be...
Wow.
That's really good, dude. Thank you.
You think people love to watch us eat?
I don't care. It's our show. Everybody, I even got an IO in here.
Uncle Steve, what do you want?
Oh, my God.
Right, how is it? That Diablo?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Diablo dry rub. It's not really that hot, but it's got really good
It's
flavor.
a little hot.
It's not
Sneaky hot.
Is it like Cajun-y?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna get the hiccups?
Oh, I forgot about Brian's hiccups.
That's how you know when it's really hot.
I forgot about Brian's hiccups. Here's a plate, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
All
When
right.
it's really hot, I get the hiccups.
All right.
I don't know if I'm the only one.
That's really good, dude.
Mm-hmm. Choose the next one.
All right. So let's go sweet Thai chili. All right. You want flat or you
Nope,
want
help
drummy?
yourself.
You want flat or drummy?
I prefer drummy.
All right. I'll take flats. All right. There you go. Grab that guy.
Palate cleanser.
Oh. Dude.
Thai chili,
Sweet Thai chili.
probably what I would order.
Right. Those are good. Now, this is all Fatty's excursion to get the best chicken wing in
This is
Cleveland.
going to the archives.
Mm. What do you think, big fella? It's actually really good.
I feel like Joey Chestnut up here.
You gotta eat faster. All right, so 2 down. All right, so 2 down.
That one's going to be hard to beat.
Don't even brought us napkins.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, so we did 2. So out of those, Thai is above Diablo,
Sweet
right?
Thai chili. Yeah,
Sweet Thai
Diablo is really, really good.
All right. Man,
But
that's good.
sweet Thai chili is just in my wheelhouse.
That Diablo,
That's what I would order.
Diablo is catching back
I know.
up
Nope.
as soon as they hit your lips.
Nope.
And for ruining the palate right out of the gate. All right. So let's talk some Browns, Bri. We have the NFL draft coming up Thursday.
Yeah.
We have no pick until late Friday night, like what, midnight?
Yeah, what is it? 70.
So we got 74, 74, and 98, I believe.
Golly.
That's going to be a long, long, long time. All right. So, Brian, what do you think the Browns are going to do at 74? I mean, we've been all talking about it. They need help on a defensive line. They need help at safety. They need help on offensive line.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking running back. I mean, you're not hiccup. You haven't hiccuped yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't quite hit that.
It just hit the lips. It's not in the
That's
bag.
right. Yeah, that's right.
So, what do you think is going to happen at 74?
Honestly, this is maybe the first time I'm saying it, but it's like feel like you can really go best player available and not feel terrible about it.
Just
For the
like
first time, and that's such a terrible answer. I don't even want to give it, but you're set at all of your needs that you really had to address this year.
Yeah.
But like you said, defensive line, secondary, specifically safety is needs, but it's just for depth. You have your starters.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to be drafting these guys in the 3rd round and expect them to, or count on them to impact your season. So, yeah, you could go anywhere, and I think they will. I think they'll probably focus on the line of scrimmage, offense, defensive line. But from what I've heard, this is a really, really deep draft at running back.
Okay.
And so if they feel like there's a running back there that they can't pass up, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, at this point, you're counting on Nick Chubb, and you got Ford behind him. You don't know what you have with him. So if they fall in love with the running back, they could take a running back first. As crazy as that sounds, to be our 3rd string running back, they might do it.
Yeah. I don't see a running back that high. I think later on, like 5th, 6th.
Right, because it is deep.
It's deep.
Why waste your time?
Like I see defensive tackle, I see safety, because they're still going to need help with safety, right? You and I both know that.
They will.
And I can also see maybe if an offensive lineman that drops to them that they're excited about, that you got Conklin they brought back in. You got Petonio who's getting older. You got injury prone right now with the center, Wyatt Teller. Everybody's kind of been injured on that line. Nice to bring in another guy to kind of swing around between tackle and guard would be a good pick for them. Also, why not wide receiver again? You keep swinging until you hit, right?
Sure. Yeah. Wide receiver, offensive line, both kind of like, okay, invest in them, and maybe they can give you something in 2-3 years down the road. And honestly, I would like them to take an offensive lineman and let Bill Callahan get in there, develop them, and then maybe you're not going to have to pay your guards $30 million combined for a single season. So there's a couple guys I like. Get in there. If they're there, take them and hope that they give you something in a couple years. Because at this point, you're good enough to where you don't need to draft a starter in the third round, which is crazy to say as a Browns fan.
So we're getting comments in now, and I got to bring them in. Justin said, while I'm late tonight, Cavs can pull it out. They got to channel their Mark Price, though. Got to channel Mark Price. And Jose said, hey, guys, send me some food over here. And Justin said, I heard Zeke Elliott's available.
Probably have to pay him more than you would a third-round pick.
That's just joking.
Would Zeke Elliott play the third string, though? You tell me. You know him. You're buds with him.
He's not going to play third string.
No. He probably wants to go to the Bills.
All right, so at 74, if I had a gun to your head, are you trading that pick or are you making that pick?
Oh, you always want to make it. I mean, what fun is there in trading it? Well, if you can get a second-round pick for next year.
Who would be your pick at 74 then?
I would take an offensive lineman.
You're going to take an offensive lineman?
Yep.
Do you have one specific that you like?
I got a couple.
All right, who you got?
Cody Mock from North Dakota State.
That's the kid with the mullet.
Him. Yes.
That is the kid with the mullet.
Him.
Yeah, they need to draft him.
How could you not fall in love with him?
No.
So he's listed as a tackle, but he can play guard. So he's versatile. He'll probably be gone at that point. I was kind of more thinking about him as a second-round draft pick, but the apple of my eye, and I don't think you can get him in the third round anymore, but when we had a second-round pick, the guy I wanted was Jack Campbell from Iowa.
The linebacker?
Yep.
And I'm with you. I mean, if he's at 74 and you can actually get him, you're running up to the board. You got to run up the board to get that. They don't have enough picks next year. Expect to trade down too. I think they'll trade down. I don't know if it'll be 74 though. I think it'll be the 98 pick because they got another one right behind it. So I think it's like 111. I can't remember, but
something like that. They got a bunch of late rounds.
We'll see what happens. The other guy that especially when we had Casey Kinnaman on, is the defensive tackle from Wisconsin.
Yeah. If he's there. You think about it, there's a couple guys. You got him. I think there's a guy from Baylor who's like 330, 340 pounds. I would take him. Who else we got from defensive tackle? Florida. Florida's got a defensive tackle named Dexter.
Yep.
He's pretty darn good. I mean, for a third-round pick, obviously these guys aren't great. If they were, they would go in the top 2 rounds. So you're looking for lottery tickets.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, any of those, and that's what we've done the entire time with our defensive line.
Oh boy, here comes Big Boy Phillips.
I don't think. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, I don't.
He disappeared for a little. Where you been?
He's been at the bar.
Everybody's been asking.
He was eating at the bar. Oh. Everybody's asking questions, winning gift cards. You're not even here.
Yeah, where's Phillips at?
Yeah. Pat won.
Twice.
Babe won because you weren't here.
It was the difference between an oak tree and an
Acer,
evergreen.
An Acer. What's an Acer? Acer's maple. An Acer celebration. Blah, 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 blah. Click. I don't know.
You missed out.
That's your own fault.
You missed out.
And now we're talking Browns, and you're not here.
Yep.
Defensive tackle I got sneaky is a West Virginia defensive tackle.
Oh, you
that still
West Virginia.
Yes.
Stills? There's another Stills.
There's another
West
Stills.
Virginia?
Devin Stills.
I got like seven Stills.
I'm saying later, like 6th round. Like he's going to be a later pick. But yeah, that's another one. And then the other one I have a sneaky pick is Ford Wheaton out of West Virginia. Raw talent,
all over
6'3".
West Virginia.
Can't help it. My babe's not here to support him, so I got to. But Ford Wheaton.
O'Doyle. I feel like the Stills are the O'Doyles of the
college
West
football?
Virginia.
Or college football, right?
They're all over West Virginia.
Oh,
My goodness.
Can't help it, Brian. All right. So, do you have a later round pick that you like?
Not really. I mean, I got all these guys in the 3rd and 4th round, but I don't think. Okay, the center from Michigan is the guy. You know, obviously, I'm going to want a Michigan guy, and centers always drop, and they're not taken where they should be.
You know,
the
it's
Remington Award winner. Yep. Mute me if you
I'm not going to mute you. I know.
And so he was the best center in college football and the best line in college football. And he's probably not going in the top 3 rounds. So if you can get him, he's versatile, he's smart, stick him somewhere. I mean, I'm sick of seeing the Ravens get their all-pro center in the 2nd round. The Chiefs get their all-pro center in the 3rd round or the 2nd round, and Creed Humphrey. Like, centers just drop every single year. So pick him up. Maybe you develop him as a center. Maybe move him to guard. I mean, he's going to be a good player.
Yeah, I trust you.
And I won't even try to pronounce his name. Olu. That's what we're going with.
It's like the Browns defensive end.
Yeah, right. It's even tougher than that.
I was like, Brian, does
That's
this
why
sound
I said
right?
the Michigan center.
I give up.
Obu.
Obu. Good. Still can't do it. I can't do it.
We'll learn. We got 6 months.
I mean, I guess, right?
Right.
All right. So, is there anything else that you think the Browns will do in this draft that will make a significant, just a standout guy? Like, is there a guy that you think could stand out in this draft that the Browns can snag where they're picking at and kind of help this team? I mean, they got to help the team.
Yeah. Whenever you're talking about guys like that, you're thinking of position players that can make an impact. And in the 3rd round, you know, a lot of those guys are gone, but you're looking for a guy with a ton of speed, really, like a Tyreek Hill or something like that. Cedric Tillman for Tennessee. He was their number 1 until Wyatt kind of hit the lottery, and he blew up this year, and he's probably going to be a 1st-round pick. So Tillman kind of took a backseat to that, but he's still darn good. So if you can get a guy like that, Tyler Scott from Cincinnati, also another very speedy wide receiver. These guys were higher needs before we started making the moves that we did this offseason. So once we got all the speed we did in that room, now we don't have a huge need for them, but you draft them and you see if they hit. You see if they'll be either a Tyreek Hill or they'll be a Mitchell Schwartz. There I go again. Mitchell Schwartz. Anthony Schwartz. Can we just cut them already? So I
No, we can't cut them already. It's fun. It's fun to watch you mess it up. You've been
for the last year,
and you're like Jeff Schwartz. And who's Jeff Schwartz? I don't know who Jeff Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz. And other, you know,
we had to do.
God, I love it. All right, so Brian, do you want to get in our top 3 and kind of just?
Do we want to finish? Let's do a trivia.
Trivia. All right. Next round of trivia coming up.
What haven't I done? Okay, here we go.
We've done Browns.
Cavs trivia.
Cavs trivia. Here we go.
Since the Cavs are not doing well this year, we're going back to a better time. 2016. Ooh. Cavs championship, NBA Finals. So I'm looking for, other than the starting 5, who played the most minutes outside of the starting 5? What player? Not Delvedova. Not Reed. Nope, not Reed. You don't get another. Who's that? Nope.
Can I get one again?
Nope. Not Mozgov. Not LeBron. Ashley follows him on Snapchat. Yep. Lauren. Not Kevin Love. Not Shumpert.
No, I got me. You got me thinking now.
Not J.R. Smith. You follow him on Snapchat. Not Shumpert. Close. Not Delvedova. He's an older guy. He's on ESPN now. He's an analyst.
It's not him, is it?
Richard Jefferson. Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Well done. He's an old guy.
Way to go.
Very nice.
You're welcome.
Well done. Come on, Jake.
Should we double
She's
back?
showing
another
you
one?
up.
This is awesome. Let's double back with another one.
All right. We got
Double
another
them
one.
back now.
Here we
Get
go.
another one.
How many we got left?
We got 2 left.
We got 2 left. All right, we're going to do a Melt one.
Ooh, Melt trivia.
How many Melt locations are in Northeast Ohio?
Northeast Ohio, specifically Northeast Ohio.
Yep. Not 3.
2.
Not 2.
4.
Not 4.
5. 3.
Not 5.
6.
Not 6.
3.
Not 1.
8.
Not 8.
9. 10.
I need a hand raised. Not 2. We're all over it, folks.
9.
Not 9. Less than 9. Not 4. 7. There we go. Lucky number 7.
And they are Independence,
I'm counting. So,
Minner.
right.
Medina.
Not
No,
Medina.
no, they're not.
Fairlawn.
Fairlawn.
Yep.
Lakewood.
Yep.
Where's the other ones?
So it includes the one at Progressive Field
Yes, Cedar Point.
and Cedar Point's not Northeast Ohio. Case Western Reserve has one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's 7. All right. Last one. Might as well keep it rolling.
Might as
right?
well. Last one.
This is. Oh, this one's gonna be tough. We need some. All right. Maybe nobody will get this, and we'll go to another one. So this was our very first trivia question. Do you remember what it is? So it was around the NFL draft.
Was it Ohio State, Michigan
Yep.
players? Who was
Yep.
the last?
Who was the last Ohio State or Michigan player drafted number 1
I remember
overall?
I remember that.
Could change with C.J. Stroud, but stumped him.
Yep, it stumped him.
That
That was our first trip.
was our first one. Do you remember the answer?
Yeah, it was a guy from Michigan.
Yep. Who was it?
Jake Long.
Jake Long. Come on, Pat. I
Come
forgot
on.
you were sitting back there. You could raise your hand at least. All right. We'll go. All right. We got, what do we want? Cavs? Guardians. Okay. Thank you, Ma. We will go Guardians.
Thank you, Ma.
Who's the all-time home run leader for your Guardians or Indians? Not Albert Bell. Jim Thome. Yep. Well done.
All right.
Well done.
All right.
Thank
do
you,
we-
folks.
You want everybody to chime in on the top 3? Do the top 3,
We
then we get
can.
out here.
Sure.
You and I will finish these wings off on the side and make
You
a
can
list.
do that. Yes, sir.
All right. So as I'm doing this first, all right, Brian, I got to do this first because I'm going to add. Why is it not? Oh, I'm going to add my camera real quick in our studio. All right. So I want you guys to see the sandwiches that Brian and I got here, right there off to the side. We'll blow that guy up on this side here. So I got the Tri-C mac and cheese chili dog. And look at that with the dusting of the Cheeto dust on top, everything else. And you got the buffalo chicken, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did.
Look at that buffalo chicken right there. She's got pictures. She's already sharing out pictures, everything else. But I can't thank Melt for everything they've done. We're getting ready to
Yeah.
finish up with our top 3/top 5 now. And your 5 starting Cavaliers. And there is no age limit in their prime or how long they have been in Cleveland. So, Bri, I'll go first with my point guard.
Please.
All right. My point guard, Mark Price.
Right.
Right out of the gate.
Yep.
All right. What do you got?
Same.
Going Mark Price. Shooting guard, in their prime.
Yep.
Dwayne Wade.
Agreed.
Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
He was here for about 3 months. That was it. But that's all right. It counts. It counts.
Oh, I got a different point guard now that you make me think of it.
I know who you're talking about. Okay. Go
Who
ahead.
do you think?
Go ahead.
Who do you think?
No, go ahead.
Please tell me.
We're trying to get this done. So we
Tell
can
me
get
who
chicken
you
wings.
thinking. Derrick Rose.
You're going Derrick Rose?
MVP.
Yeah. He hasn't done anything.
You-
Okay.
in his prime, he was
I
an
got
MVP.
you. I got you with Derrick Rose.
All right.
All right. Small forward, Bri.
Next.
I'm using LeBron as power.
You're losing LeBron's a small forward.
He's a power forward.
He's not a power forward.
He's whatever he wants
All
to be.
right. So who's your small forward?
LeBron James. I'm just fucking with you.
My mom is here.
I know. She didn't hear it.
She's screwing with me.
I know. She's screwing. All right. So LeBron James is small forward. Same with you.
4. Yep. Of
The
course.
4. Who's your 4?
Just because he's got a near and dear spot in my heart, Hot Rod Williams.
Hot Rod Williams. There's a Larry Nance out there. Anybody else want to?
Really good.
I'm going to go. Can I go Sean Kemp before he got fat?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm going to go Sean Kemp before he got fat. I get it. All right. And center, Bri.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about in their prime, it's Shaq.
You got Nate Thurman out there.
Nate Thurman. Was he a power forward? Oh.
He was 6'11", and I don't think he pushed him around.
So he was the center.
And he was the only guy that I know that could block me.
Wow. No, I might have to watch some tape now.
I'm glad to watch some tape now. Let's see here. Let's see here.
Pat chimed in. He said Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky. Oh,
was he a center? Was he a center? He might have been a center. Was he forward?
Who was the huge guy that played for the Flyers? You know, the guy. He wore like 88. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh,
nobody
Guy
cares.
Guy Rocks.
Nobody cares. Pat.
Guy Rocks.
Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
that's my guy.
Nobody cares.
Oh, sorry.
I tried to do the nobody cares.
I sent him text. Oh man, I can't believe they fired their GM.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's enjoy our night, bud. All right, got to thank everybody that showed up tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. Thank you so much for the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation, which is near and dear to our heart. Thank everybody that watched tonight. Thank you, Matt Fish, for allowing us to have our shenanigans here. Thank you for the smorgasbord of chicken wings that we got to eat here in a little bit. Look at that.
What's next?
Oh, I'm ranking them. Don't. I know.
Peach?
You're going peach?
Is that peach?
That's not peach.
Oh, okay. I see a
Is it-
P.
it
and
is
an-
peach.
I see a P and an E.
Yeah, that's peach.
Okay.
So we're going to do peach later, I guess. I don't know. But on that note, Bri, as we always do at the end of our show, we want to thank our troops, our first responders for everything you guys do for us. We wouldn't be able to do this show or anything without you guys supporting us. And Bri, God bless them.
God bless you. God bless America.
All right, I am that fat guy. We are Legal Ham the Face, and we are definitely uncorked, unloaded. We're out. See ya.